All right, so my daughter and I, we updated her little makeup collection. And first, we made 6 eyeshadows to fill that black palette there. I laid everything out to see what she wanted to choose, and she wanted to kind of make the black palette her own. So we went ahead and got all the different things out. We were going to make a blush first because she ran out of her blush. You can see the pink pan in the blue palette there. And so I used a little container there with a sifter and had her crush up all of the pink eyeshadows and pink blushes that she had. And then I was running back and forth getting pieces of paper because I needed to use that to kind of put things into the sifter. I put some setting powder in there as well, just to kind of sheer things out because my daughter does not need super pigmented eyeshadow. I actually put some of my own blush in there. It's really actually my last blush pan that I have, which is kind of bittersweet, but I am not reaching for it. I'm reaching for more cream products. So went ahead and gave her a little bit of that. Had some other pink shadows, so we did that. And then ended up making our little blush shade there. We did our dry wet press method. Today's MVP presser was a Sephora sample container, and we went ahead and did that, and then we started mixing some new shades. So the next one was some sort of like shimmery-ish color, so we pulled some shimmery shades, some brown shades, and started to mix all that into there. Whatever was left, we just kind of built off of what the blush shade that we made earlier. And so we went ahead and made that one. It actually turned out to be a kind of similar shade to the blush one we made, but that's fine. I think that she'll still enjoy using that one. And then the next one, I think we wanted to start making another new color. So we put in some of the blues and some of the greens.
My hands.
That's right, those are your hands. And we put as much as we could in there and pressed it down. Did the wet method and kind of came out with a really cool color. As you can see, I was trying to show you there. And I think we did something similar for the next one too, and went in, I think, with even more colors. So we were trying to build up kind of the colorful part of it. I even pulled in some of my own blue shade for her to use. So this one turned out really cool, and even made like a tie-dye effect when we were wet pressing it. And so this was really fun to make. And again, because of the sheer powder that's in there, I'm hoping that once it dries, it'll turn out to be a little bit more sheer of a color. Not necessarily super pigmented, but in terms of like what it comes out as, that was really cool to see.
My face.
Yeah, we could see your face in the reflection. So I actually made 2 of those pans. And actually, I tried taking out a pan from her old palette, but that one was too big. So you can, I think at some point you see me like trying to smash it in there. Maybe that was a little bit before, but we ended up making 2 pans of this special color. Just the tie-dye effect it made was so cool when we were wet pressing it. As you can see on the paper towel there, once it wet presses, it does this like tie-dye color. That was really cool to see, wasn't it, Abby? Yeah, that was really cool. So in the last color, I think I just tried to take out as much as I could of the blue palette. We're going to probably let that one go after this. And
And I did
almost what? So we were only able to make 1 pan of that, and the rest of that I ended up putting into my graveyard eyeshadow container, which is just like kind of a murky brown color at this point. But I cleaned up her palette for her, and that was kind of that. So now she'll work out of that palette. And next up we did the lip glosses. You're excited about the lip glosses? Yeah, lip glosses are fun, right? And so I made sure to put everything away first, and then lip glosses, I kind of have a whole bag of lip gloss, and then the smaller bag is actually some glitter, some gold glitter. So that was really fun to put in there. It was kind of turned out to be, is it too much glitter? A little bit too much? Yeah, it turned out a little bit too much glitter. And also just like the lip gloss was really difficult to put in there.
I said I really like it.
Yeah, I know you really do like it. Does it make your lips look all glittery?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And so that was, it turned out okay. It was just a little bit of a struggle. I used like a syringe type thing, and that still didn't really help. So kind of had to brute force it in there. So as you can see, a lot of it was off camera just because I was kind of struggle busting with it.
And then I wanted some jewelry of my mom.
That's right. Yeah, she saw my jewelry collection as well and wanted a little bit. But I told her it's only for grown-ups. You have your own collection, and Mommy has my own collection. When you're bigger, you can have a little bit of mine. So lip gloss, I think it was just kind of struggle bust for a little bit. And then
I said when I waited for the lip gloss, I wanted to read a book and then watch a video.
That's right, because we're waiting for the lipstick to set. So next we made some lipsticks. I don't think you've ever had any lipstick before, right? This is the first time I made you some lipstick. Sometimes you pretend to put on mommy's lipstick, but you don't actually get to have any. So I had like a mini lipstick tube, so I went ahead and took out everything from everything. I only had like one shade.
How to open lipstick.
Yeah, you know how to open them, but they're all empty, the ones that I give her, at least like, you know, worn down to the nub, so she can't get much out of it. But this is her first one that actually has product in it. I had 3 lipstick containers. One of them I actually broke. That was a Rare Beauty one, so that one's going to go back to recycling. But then I mixed up a shade for her that was super sheer. I have like a clear lipstick base that I bought.
Hey, Mommy,
Yes.
Is there any little tiny mini ones?
There's not super mini ones that actually work. This is probably the smallest lipstick tube that actually works, which is really cool. And then I made up my own shade from the one shade out of the 3 that I still liked. So I kind of mixed some extra stuff in there. Clear base. I put in my MAC lipstick. That was really, really bittersweet.
And
my MAC clear one.
I said I really like, no, I really don't like the smell.
That's right. Yeah, the smell of the spray wasn't great. The alcohol spray wasn't great, but the lipsticks turned out great. They dried up. Thanks for watching. Bye.